Bora. Alright, vambora. Vambora, vambora, hora do show. Vambora, hora do show. Vamos ver se vai dar BO. 50%. Tá ótimo. Ó, de novo apareceu essa merda aqui, ó. Pronto. Vou desinstalar o WhatsApp, mano. Hoje é dia de NBA. Hoje é dia de NBA. Nós vamos jogar com a Toronto Raptors. Ok? Vou me ajustar aqui na cadeira. And my NBA. Vambora. Vambora. Vai deixando o like pra quem tá chegando aqui agora. Vai deixando o like. Hoje nós temos um grande jogaço. O time de Harden contra o Cavaliers. Depois temos... Vambora, vai. Vambora. É importante. Vamos negociar trades. Interessante isso aqui, hein? Interessante isso aqui. Esse aqui. Pera lá. Ele é o quê? Nossa, aqui. Já esqueci o que esse cara é. Center. Ele já é mais caro. Um pouquinho de detalhe também, né? Acho que eu vou declinar a oferta. Não, acho que não vale muito a pena, não. Me corrija aí, galera. I don't know if it's good to keep. Ok, vambora. Jogando fora de casa. Vamos lá pra Cleveland. Vambora.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson.
And guys, how about the surge
James Harden
he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5.
É, o Harden não tá aqui não, mano.
They've got Jason
Suado o bagulho?
Powell is out there with Fears. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And for Cleveland,
Primeiro jogo da noite, hein?
Grimes out there with Cunningham. Then there's Reza Shea, and there's Jackson, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now here's Wiggins. Shoots over Reza Shea.
Calma. Estamos aquecendo.
Cunningham on the wing. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And that is a smooth release off the catch. Cunningham with great touch.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Drills the three-pointer.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Vamos!
I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. I asked him if there's any...
Bora.
Anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute.
Quase. Me empolguei.
Thank you for that. And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree. And you can also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
Tatum, good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
The Cavaliers with another miss.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Will it go? And Breezer shot. Bucket on the assist by Cunningham.
How about the focus?
Tem nada ganha aqui não, hein, mano.
Just absorbing the contact and finding a way to finish.
Powell outside. Back to Tatum. Pass to Lively. Here's Spears. Now here's Powell. And a miss there on the triple. Inside, Powell with the steal. To the inside. Here's Lively. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
To the middle, Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Os caras chegaram.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis, going right up for the dunk there.
Eu tô um pouco relaxado, confesso.
So, timeout called here. The first
Confesso que tô um pouco relaxado.
And it's a completely
Vambora.
for Cleveland. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Mavericks. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think for the Raptors, they really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
Boa!
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Here's Jonas. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Valanciunas finds Fontecchio. Here's Jonas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Got a piece of it.
Nossa.
Pass to Watford. Banked in off the glass.
Boa. Estamos no controle do jogo. Estamos no controle do jogo, meus irmãos.
An inside presence.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Heat. Here's Minot. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Watford.
Boa. Quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
In the corner, it's Melton. Good, and it's
Mais um.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league,
Boa. 17-9.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Toronto ahead.
Estamos passando o tratorzito.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Segundo quarto.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
3 pontos, meu irmão.
They've got Steven Adams. Powell is up there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Goodwin in at the point. Back to Sabonis. Pass to Yaga Jonas.
Aí me ferrei.
And he banks in the way. Yaga Jonas has got 5 points so far.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Right wing. Goodwin with it. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. And that one is good. Bagley's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Coward. Well, good with the triple. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Foul for 3.
Exagerei. Mas vou tomar aqui não. Ai, merda. Passou. Os caras passaram. Vou tomar de 3, hein? Mano, meu banco é melhor, cara. O banco é melhor. Mais raçudo, ó.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. Over to the wing. Pass to Bagley. Toronto working the ball around now. And the Raptors miss again.
Calma.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat in Miami. Russell passes to Branham. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a group.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
4 on the shot clock. Cunningham's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
Entra 3 pontos.
In this era of the
Isso aí, comemora, meu grandão.
Can't let guys have good looks from the
marquei
three.
errado.
Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Cunningham's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Right now, let's take a
Passa o
second
trator,
to catch
mano.
up with
Passa o
Allen Force
trator,
on the
velho.
sidelines.
Thank you. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Aí já era. Aí já era.
And such a smart player. Sabonis knows just where to set that screen so he can then get open as the roller.
Here's Branham. He's covered by Fontecchio. The Cavaliers trail by 12. He takes it in. Pass to Sabonis. The putback, he hangs in there and catches
10 pontos de diferença, mano. Cavaliers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Bagley, defended by Sabonis. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis, they're historic. But how would you surround him to make it
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Russell against Cunningham. Watford, that's good.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Here's Cunningham. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And you know, he was getting fouled time and time again, and really the delivered at the free throw line.
Ah, me perdi na marcação.
It's good from long range.
Well, he's
Tá
raising
chegando,
the
falta
stakes
7
here in the
pontos.
second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Now, here's Melton. He's covered closely. Right side, Russell. Over Cunningham.
Ah, entrou, mas saiu, mano.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Cunningham outside.
Ah, não.
Grimes passes to Cunningham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. He's
graças a
on
Deus.
Cade Cunningham, 2 shots.
Tatum tá devendo aí hoje, hein?
And he sinks the second. Oh, he did it! Just
Que isso, cara?
And so we wrap up the first half. Raptors lead by 9. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets. How do you create some easy ones in your own right?
Essa merece o like, hein? Essa merece o like.
Thanks, Allie.
Merece o
Much
like.
appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Bora, fim do primeiro tempo, hein? Deixa os caras falar aí.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A
Eu
lead right now in
volto
this one
já
for the
já.
Toronto Raptors.
Their bench doesn't look like a bench at all. It looks like they have 2 starting units.
And that means no rest for the defense. They're out there huffing and puffing.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case,
Maybe.
yes.
It took you too long.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Voltamos na hora, hein? Vocês curtiram aí? Vambora, vambora, vambora.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Really
porra.
impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get.
Que jogada
from the
estranha,
defense.
mano.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Jaren Jackson is out there with
Aí é
Sabonis.
foda, hein?
Then there's Quentin Grimes. And then there's Zachary Rizichet. And it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot. That's the 5.
Vacilei na marcação, vacilei na marcação.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trades in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, team deals. It is enough to make your head
Ia fazer
spin,
uma
guys.
jogada, ia
This
passar
is
lá.
where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. And that
Boa,
runs
3
good.
pontos.
Wiggins.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Ele para, mano.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Wiggins with the rebound. Raptors leading by 10. Toronto working the ball around now. Lively's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Toronto's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Cleveland. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game.
Merda.
Cunningham's got 7 points in the game. Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round.
Pegada individual, né, mano? Pra dar uma quebrada de gelo, né?
They need to be tougher mentally. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Pass to Powell. From past the arc. That's good from Fears.
Boa. Tá no papo, tá no
Fears has got
papo.
5 points now this quarter.
That's a shot defenses are gonna let Fears take. So the rookie making those will be a benefit.
Back to Cunningham. Fires the 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Lively. Outside Tatum. It's Powell on the wing. On 3-pointer, Wiggins.
Dá uma exagerada.
Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut to just 11 points.
Mano, o Tatum não tá jogando essas coisas hoje não, hein, mano.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Toronto calls timeout.
O banco aqui, ó.
And the Raptors.
Pô, a gente não joga mais em casa?
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Raptors.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Russell passes to Watford. Now Melton. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Boa.
Melton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
It's Cunningham with the drive. And the shot is long.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Russell finds Bagley. Outside Russell. Pass to Melton. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Boa.
Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay
Pega.
but he is on
2 points.
Demorou demais, hein, Grandalhão?
Sabonis has got 8.
Even with the contest, Sabonis powers through, refusing to be denied.
Pass to Bagley. There's Russell with the 3. And again,
3 pontos,
Toronto
mano.
with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really
Poxa,
been
vou ter
the
que aumentar o
driving
nível isso aqui.
force on this run.
Here's Minot. Here's Howard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Raptors leading by 18 to the paint. Bagley kicks to Melton. Pass to Watford. Out to Russell. The 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds.
Fudeu.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his back.
Quase.
The lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead,
mano,
16
ganha
points.
aqui, né?
Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes.
Fim do terceiro
finding
quarto.
the bottom of the bucket. And we'll be right back after this.
Hoje tem jogo do Santos.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Já voltamos.
On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Norman Powell is out there with Bagley. Then it's Goodwin. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Melton in at the 2. The shot's good from Bryant. Toronto shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Goodwin passes to Melton. Oh, good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 14.
Marca.
Here's Sharaf. Off target with his 3. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors.
Boa, mano. Jogadinha.
Ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Exagerei.
That's his first foul. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Cunningham comes in for Sharaf. The Raptors also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Sabonis' screen on Melton. Sabonis, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bagley sets a screen for Goodwin. And finished off by
Boa, por baixo, velho.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Por baixo, por cima.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Cunningham. Launches a
ficou livre, é foda.
Really
Ficou livre, é
efficient
foda.
from the perimeter. He is finding those shots that he is making.
Goodwin kicks to Melton. Swiped it away. Here's Sabonis. Cunningham cleared away by Bagley.
Boa.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Great timing there. That gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
Sensacional, velho. Sensei.
Here's Cunningham. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Timeout.
And Kenny
Nossa.
Atkinson calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here.
Entre os reservas, né?
The significance of getting things squared away with his team. Let's check in now with
A dança da derrota.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us."
Bela jogada.
Thank you once again, Allie. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Yep, that's going to go in.
An active competitor
Top
Russell
demais.
won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Now, Reza Shea. Now, Sabonis. Nice use of the glass in the finish.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Toronto leading by 13. Puts up a 3. Cunningham pulls it down. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Cavaliers.
Marca. Tá rápido aqui.
Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Melton. 6 to shoot. Sabonis. Oh, the
caras jogaram bem. Esses caras jogaram bem.
And guys, we see more of this every year. Sabonis looking for his own offense.
The Raptors call timeout.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Raptors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got
Aí é
better
foda, aí é
looks, and that
foda.
tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Cara
And they took
passou.
charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D'Angelo
Volta.
He impacted the game in a multitude of ways. Anytime they needed a big play, no matter what it was, he came through.
He drops the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Bagley.
Let's
Tatum
go.
comes
Let's
in
go
for
again.
Brendan Watford. Powell, he's checked in for Melton. And Fears is subbed in for Russell. He hits both from the stripe.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
Knocks down the 3.
Well, the passing ability of Cunningham is top shelf, and sometimes even an overlooked part of his game.
And it's the Raptors ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Jackson fires 3.
Nossa.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
And Toronto making a change here. Higgins is checked in. Here's Tatum. And they go to the intentional.
Aí é foda, hein? Deu esperança pros caras, velho. Boa, 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 boa. Tô sentindo a pressão, hein? Eu tô sentindo a pressão. Aí é foda.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Adding these extra points is a huge difference.
Mais duas de três. Mais duas.
Cleveland. They're down by 7.
Bora, 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 bora.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. That one goes.
Maria.
With the assist.
Toronto with the ball. With the drive. What touch on the floater.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Cleared away by Bagley. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Aí é foda. Apertei um botão aqui, nada a ver. Nem tá bom. Boa, ganhamos. Mais uma vitória. Por pouco, hein? Por pouco. Não gostei da atuação do Tatum. Não gostei. Outros jogadores eu também não gostei.
This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Teve nem MVP aqui na partida. Win. Bom, vamos lá, vamos pro próximo. Deixa eu só ver uma coisa aqui, se faz sentido, mano. Options, settings, general, setup, triggers, simulation, semi-pro. É. Everybody, ok. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Seta. Vambora. Ok. Pô, a gente não joga em casa, mano. Indiana Pacers. Vambora de novo fora, né, velho? Beleza. Paciência.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And tonight, we'll see the Indiana Pacers as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Alan LaForce. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Deontay George.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Jason Tatum out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Powell. And it's Spears in at the 1. And for the Pacers, we've got George. Washington out there with Flagg. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Johnson in at the 2. Still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year grants.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, BA, I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Flagg. Outside Johnson. Pass to Washington. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, you got to love those wings that can shoot it like P.J. Washington. That's so much value to your team.
Here's Fears. Now Powell. Now here's Lively. Defended by Gobert. For three, Fears. Drops in the three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
George, good. Just a
cara
good
muito bom,
play
mano.
by George inside, finding the close range look.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Raptors. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you call this, they're
agora
working
lascou, hein,
together
mano.
as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And Lively missing most of
Boa,
last
foi rápida a
season
transição
with
aqui,
ankle
hein?
fracture. He's back in action,
Gol.
Doris.
I am so excited about the potential of this young man, Brian. We know he has been a defensive force. As an athletic 7-footer,
puta que pariu, mano. Esse cara marcando aqui é um lixo, mano.
He's a
Ele tá machucado, eu
tremendous
sempre esqueço,
screener early in his
velho.
career, and believe me when I tell you, there are layers to his offensive game
rápido
that
já.
can be built upon. His future is so bright.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. George passes to Johnson. Here's Flag. Lively grabs the miss. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Toronto passing it around. There's Tatum with the three. Gets the three ball to go.
O cara é insano,
Tatum's got
mano.
5 now.
O cara é
Exactly
insano.
the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5
Caraca,
out of the
velho.
gates.
Now here's George. The D's right on him. And here's Flag outside. Can't hit that one. Raptors lead by 3. For 3, Powell can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Flag.
Aí é foda, foda.
Rebound by the
Boa.
Raptors. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Wiggins for 3, and it's Flag
Mano,
with a
que cagada,
rebound.
depois eu prestei atenção, velho.
And for Indiana, they're shooting 43% to get this one underway. Pass to George. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 6.
Entrou time reserva, né, mano? Esse cara tá insano, velho.
And Toronto calls time here.
Vamos, velho.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. Toronto in second.
Instead of just
Estamos
bombing
segundo, hein?
away,
Chute de
they
três,
work
hein?
hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, BA, there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of the game, and that makes them dangerous.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Boa, 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 boa.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Outside Giddey. To the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Violação. Boa, 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 boa,
For
boa.
Indiana.
Sentia a pressão do Mateusão.
Raptors lead
Esse jogo
by
aqui tá
3.
difícil, hein, mano.
Melton outside. Back to Russell. Here's Branham. Drills it from deep.
I just love
Quer a
the ball.
distância aqui.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Williams against Melton. Pass to Vukcevic. From downtown. The rebound by Melton. Here's Watford. Oh!
Show us some power. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Raptors. They're up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Pô, tem bastante de 3 aqui desse Pacers, Indiana Pacers, Indiana Pacers. Ai, velho.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
They've got Luke Cornett, Josh Giddey out there with Zaire Williams. Then it's Flag, and it's Vukcevic in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Melton against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. Rebound Toronto.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Calmo.
Goodwin passes to Bagley. For 3, Powell. Oh, he missed that one.
Não tá entrando, velho. Não tá entrando, velho.
A 6'8" point guard. Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, BA. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a ring on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Bagley for 3. Doesn't go for him. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Williams. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Williams has got 5 now.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Meu Deus do céu, cara. Banco, vem banco.
And the Pacers making a change here. George is checked in. Toronto also changing it up. Watford's checked in for Adams. Branham comes in for Powell. And Russell is subbed in for Goodwin. Toronto passing it around. From deep, Melton. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. George passes to Giddey. And down it goes. Jam.
Bora.
You can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
Bagley down low. Working on Cornett. Out left to the wing. From deep, Melton sinks the tray.
My goodness,
Saiu na frente, jogo bem duro.
He takes full advantage.
Right side Giddey tries it from the block. The shot no good. The Raptors have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. A moment to hear from
Boa.
Thanks. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, "There's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation
Meu Deus
of
do céu, mano. Jogo
where
muito
expectations
difícil,
are low
cara.
and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you."
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Some changes for Indiana. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Cornett. Washington comes in for Vukcevic. And it's Johnson in for Giddey. George for 3. And he can't get that one. Raptors lead by 3. Russell finds Bagley. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Boa.
We've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 3-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called...
Wow, Rudy! Fancy!
Ganhamos uma, cara.
So athletic, Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. .152 left in the half. Outside for Russell. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Flag from the arc.
Aí é foda.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Williams is checked in for Indiana. So he comes up empty, missing both. All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, BA, with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
Boa, mano. Boa, roubou uma bola ali, já era.
1 minute left to play in the second quarter. Washington outside. This one for 3. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Williams has got 8 points here in the quarter. There's 47 seconds left in the second. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Tatum aparecendo.
Get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry
Aí você tá de brincadeira, cara.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions.
Toma
That
3
is
também.
absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Johnson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
Here's Goodwin. And again,
Mais de 3 aí para suas costas aí, 10 pontos de
Distributing
diferença.
the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score.
Achei que ele ia acertar,
So it's
velho.
Toronto earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Back to the game after this break.
Primeiro tempo, fim.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Não vou ver esse cara acertar, não. Vamos ver o que eles vão falar agora.
Welcome to halftime. First order of business, catching up on the injuries around the league.
The Wizards' rotation's affected by injury. The absence of Maxey really affects what they can do offensively. They rely on his playmaking, his scoring, and of course, especially his ability to space the floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone on the bench can do what he does. I think it's going to take a group effort.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Raptors.
Dominação do Raptors.
They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble.
Sensacional. Vambora.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Bora, tem que vencer, mano. Tornar o líder absoluto da conferência.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Imparável.
Toronto leading by 10. So the Raptors 5 right now. Derek Lively is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Powell. Then there's Spears. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's George. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 11 points.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Here's Powell. The kick out to Wiggins. And the Raptors Raptors, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
George has the open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. George has got 4 points this quarter.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Takes the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball.
Merda, hein?
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Monday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against Brooklyn, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle.
Mano, já vou tirar esse cara. Esse cara tá acabando com o jogo. Esse George
is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense.
Pegar nosso time de reserva, né? Não tem o que fazer, não.
Change here for Toronto.
These are the teams that have looked to score from the paint often during this season. 5th on the list, Indiana.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Here's Flag, still without a bucket. There's a screen by Johnson. Going inside, and that one's good. Flag.
Name a way to score. Cooper Flag can already do it.
Raptors lead by 10. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flag to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
Ah, mentira, mano. O time alto que é pior que entrou, velho.
Extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
The three from Washington. Russell with the rebound. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
Mas o básico, né, mano?
He's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Good, solid start to the half.
Que isso?
3 out of 4.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Watford the pass to Branham.
Toma de 3 então, meu irmão. Toma de 3.
Branham's got his 2nd basket of the
night. Toma de 3 então.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Exagerei.
It's on D'Angelo Russell.
Exagerei pouco.
That's his first foul. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the basket is good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Russell. Melton outside. Inside. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
No começo passamos um susto e depois ficou tranquilo o jogo. Já era.
Pacers trail by 13. And there's the foul.
Ah, mano, eu esqueço, mano.
Foul number 2 for him. Chevich, he's checked in for Washington. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Bagley. Jason Tatum comes in for Watford. Powell, he's checked in for Branham. And it's Fears in for Russell. Here's Flag. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Out to the right wing for 3. Fears.
Nossa, nada a ver que eu fiz.
They get it back. Another shot. And it's Tatum missing.
Mano, o que aconteceu com o Jason Tatum?
For Indiana, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Flag's got 4 points in the quarter.
A masterful job capitalizing from the mid-range. When the defense gives Flag this area, he happily exploits it.
George with it, and Melton picks him up defensively.
Oh, o cara escorregou, mano.
Off target with the 3.
After he pulled off that rare crossover, he had nothing left for the finish.
Tatum from long range. Rebounded by Johnson. Pacers trail by 11.
Eu começo a ficar elétrico de novo, mano.
4-3. Here's Gobert. Rudy, a monster
Gobert é foda, mano. Gobert é alto, velho.
for three, George, and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Começou tormento de novo, mano.
Triples for him. One in the first, one in the second.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Spears. George defending. No good again that time.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Pass the flag. Fires from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got flag. Williams is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Vukcevic in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Three-pointer. Shot is good by Goodwin.
Ponto, mano. Entrou no time reserva, bagulho acontece.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everything.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Melton against Williams. Out to Powell. Here's Goodwin.
3-3-3, ponto!
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Here's Giddey. Williams from long range. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists now tonight. Timeout called, Raptors.
Bom, né, mano? Cara, esse é meu time. Watford, Bagley, Melton, Russell e Brian. Watford, Bagley, Melton, Russell e Brian. Esse é o time.
Indiana making a switch here. George is checked in. Toronto also changing it up. Watford's checked in for Adams. Branham comes in for Powell. And Russell is subbed in for Goodwin. A chance here to catch up with Alley from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Toronto's head coach had some words for his team over the break. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thanks for that, Alley.
What wish and what feel by Keontae George.
Jogos mais apertado, mano.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Pass to Bagley. Here's Branham. Toronto passing it around. Bagley down low. Cornette defending. Outside for Russell. Lets it go from deep. And it's flagged with a rebound.
Essa cagada, velho.
Pacers trail by 3. Yes, it's good!
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And out of bounds, the Pacers will take
Agora a coisa esquentou.
He's checked in for Indiana.
Number 12, Trey Johnson.
Indiana on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's flag. Now Washington. Johnson fires. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Raptors. Oh, wow!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Thanks to the AT&T connected cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now here's Here's George. Johnson. And he nails it.
Big time from Johnson. Don't tell Trey he's a rookie.
Timeout called, Raptors. Here. Lively's checked in. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Russell.
Acho que a primeira derrota vem.
Indiana leading. Now Gobert. George fires. And the 3 misses. Melton on the wing. George defending. George against Melton. Lively. Gobert pulls it down. Indiana on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. It's Johnson with a drive. George fires. Money from 3.
Deontay George steps in a big-time moment. That's a huge basket.
Lively. Yes, sir. The finish with the jam.
This guy has been poised, I think, from the moment he was born. Derek Lively, big-time bucket.
Johnson with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. Gobert. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Raptors trail by 4. Shoots a 3. Gobert pulls it down.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Flag outside. Oh, missed on the tray.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
And he commits the intentional foul. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Tatum, he's checked in for Watford. Wiggins comes in for Branham. Powell, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Spears in for Russell. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Now Washington. And the basket is good.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Jason Tatum with the tip, just in time with the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
Precisa disso,
mano.
mano.
They foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Why was Trey Johnson such a high pick? When he gets hot, he can light up the scoreboard. A microwave-type scoring talent.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
These trips to the foul line are how you protect the lead and grow it. Gotta knock these in.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line. For Indiana, Joe. 2 shots.
Tô refletindo aqui na minha vida.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Tatum! Booyah! He sinks the triple. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
15 foul. At the line. For Indiana, Joe. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
É, não foi uma boa partida do Raptors não, hein, mano.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
And so Indiana winning this one. This one was in the balance right until
Indiana
the
Pacers. Tô com raiva desses times, mano.
They showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson.
Nem vi quem é o MVP. Foi aquele cara lá, mano, o George. Sei lá como é que chama aquela porra lá. Vamos ver como é que tá a situação da tabela. Estamos em terceiro, mano. Depois vai ter o enfrentar... Ó, o Pacers tá ali em cima. Vai ter que enfrentar o... Só pedreira. Magic e o Hornets. Vai enfrentar aqui, ó, o Hornets e o Magic aqui, ó. Em novembro. Depois temos... o jogo da volta. É isso? Olha lá, no dia 14 de janeiro a gente vai ter que... revidar. Pistons voltou na liderança de novo. Aí é foda, mano. 1, 2, 3, 4 derrotas. Jogar em casa, né? Até que enfim, jogar em casa. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis é o cara que tá ali. Galera, vai deixando o like, curta, se inscreva. E bora, meus amigos. Deixa eu só ver uma cositas aqui. Ai, terceiro jogo da noite. Bora.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight is Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Christian Brown is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Koulibaly. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Keita in at the 5. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player-enhancing coach.
There as it goes.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Keita, lively defending. Back to Ball. Over Fear. Ball with the bucket.
Aquele cara ali não serve pra nada, velho.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Outside, Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
O cara usa óculos, o cara vai errar.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also
de 3.
over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And so it's Charlotte with it after Toronto at the three-point. Knocks down the three ball.
Like the answer that time by Brown. What a competitor.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Pacers in Indy.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said
Timeout, pediu timeout,
things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy...
Fala, Valinhos, de boa, mano?
Guys, back over to you.
Priorities straight.
Vambora, vambora. É basqueteiro, é piloto, é tudo. Olha o cara aqui, você quebrando aqui, parece você, Valinhos. Bora. Marca aqui. Aí é foda, aí é foda, aí é foda. Aê!
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 3-point lead, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
Ah, de 3 não entrou. 1001 funções, lá ele. Tô jogando desde esses dias, bom demais. É de zumbi, não é? Eu queria jogar isso daí, mano. Eu nunca tive coragem. Já baixei, mas nunca joguei. Acho que tem no Xbox. Já prende aqui, já segura aqui, ó. Pega! Ah, ele passou, mano. Eu marquei ele.
Bailey is good at using that size inside, looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Here's Branham.
Boa, de 3. Zombie players. Mas os zumbis são bots, né?
Back to Sanders. And Sanders throws it
É
down.
foda.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Bagley.
Boa. Pode crer. É cross, mano?
On the drive. He's got the size and mobility. Bagley just really tough.
Não.
Sanders
Boa.
shots off. Raptors leading by 4. Bagley the pass to Watford. Now Melton beyond the arc.
3!
Well, 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Bora. Vou baixar aqui, mano. Vamos ver. Ai.
Sanders with the ball. 1 second left.
Mentira!
The buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high
Entrou,
note.
mano. Entrou. A bola entrou lá ele. Vou baixar, viu, Paulinho? Você já jogou o Forza Horizon 6? Tá insano o Horizon 6, hein, mano?
We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Melhoradinha do gráfico. Olha isso, mano. Mano, aquele cara meu ali é muito quebrado, mano. Não dá pra jogar com ele ali, não. Vambora.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one.
Bora, Melton.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering.
Ah, não entrou, mano.
Here early on.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys. Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the floor for Charlotte.
Não apareceu uma promo boa, pode crer.
And there's Jackson. Then there's LaMelo Ball.
De 3, de 3, de 3, de 3, de 3, de 3. Eu tenho por causa da Game Pass, mano. Tá de graça na Game Pass. Daquele naipe, né? Boa, moleque.
While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that secondary threshold.
Aproveitar, né, velho?
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Jang with the screen for Ball. Pass to Jang.
No good on boa, mano. Vamos, 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 vamos.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
To the rack, Norman. Wow, folks.
E o FIFA, Paulinho, como é que tá?
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Jang with the key ball.
Fudeu!
On the mark with the 15-footer. Ball's got 6.
Timeout. And if you're the guy who has to
guard
him,
timeout. Oh, power é legal, hein? Power.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Esse time aqui tá legal. Time alto. Não tô jogando não. Muito delay da minha live? Tá travando a live?
Some changes for Toronto. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Brendan Watford comes in for Bagley. And it's Tatum in for DeAnthony Melton. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Davis is checked in from deep three-point land. That shot no good. Hornets trail by 8. Ball with a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
Já era, mano.
Ball's got 5 points.
Sério, no UFC muito delay?
Must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does
looks so easy
with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Let him have that from mid-range. Defense dodged the bullet there.
A 3 from Tatum.
Pra 3, acabou. Vamos jogar uma partida de UFC 26 em co-op. Eu e você junto.
Outside ball. Inside.
Aí é foda.
Aí é foda.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. Radford offline with his 3. Hornets trail by 6. And it's Bailey in the corner. There's Ball with the 3. And Lively pulls it down.
Não vai entrar não, mano.
Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum dishes to Goodwin. Back to Tatum. Assist to Watford. Outside Tatum.
Jogada feia, mano. Mas tá, os 3 pontos ali entrou. Fica muito delay pra mim. Os comandos demoram pra... Ô, louco, velho. Sério, meu, nunca mais esse FC26 melhorou só isso. A questão da latência. O UFC melhorou pra mim. Tanto é que eu voltei a jogar campeonato. Tô tomando uma surra. Mas... fazer o quê? É que não tinha como treinar o UFC 25, né? O jogo era lá no Marrocos. Agora eu consigo jogar, mano. Dá pra treinar, só que já era, né, mano? Tô muito pra trás, Tô muito pra trás, mas pra mim tá melhor, velho. Tá estranho isso daí, viu, Paulinho? Eu acho que você sempre teve esse problema, viu, velho? Eu lembro que você ligava o Exit Lag, alguma coisa assim. Acho que até pra jogar o Rainbow Six, se eu não me engano. Mas... Vamos jogar qualquer dia co-op. Se for muito ruim. Vai que é só um temporário aí, né? Eu curto jogar... tipo, Pro Clubs, 2x2, agora X1 me dá raiva, mano. Depende de mim aí. Quero botar com o vai dar, entendeu?
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away.
Time out.
Quick release
Cara, o placar tá muito apertado aqui, mano. Não sei se ele vai vencer, não.
Okay. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development moves. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kate is checked in, and it's Koulibaly in for Jang. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 5 now.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
Pass to Branham. They get it back.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off. He just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
.104 left to play here in the half. Second chance shot. It's good.
Nossa, cagada que a bola entrou.
Without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy.
Marca ele aí,
I
arrombado.
say it this way.
Deixa passar não.
Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent.
Não. Puta que pariu, mano. Falta 5 pontos, cara, né?
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Here's Koulibaly. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Nossa.
From outside the arc.
Não!
Boa.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys,
não entrou, cara. Tá difícil entrar, velho.
Reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Não!
No good that time.
Tá difícil essa partida de novo, mano. Tá legal. Não tá entrando de 3. Enquanto isso, tá rolando a final aqui, ó, da NBA. E amanhã tem jogo da Copa do Mundo. Primeiro tempo acabou. Tá difícil esse jogo, mano. Tem que ter tranquilidade.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking. But we are not letting you down. What a splash these young fellas have made, huh?
You want to see a splash? Watch Shaq do a cannonball. He can empty a hole.
Tá tudo estranho, tá tudo mudado.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Hornets. Thanks for spending halftime.
Tamo junto.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Baseballs.
They've got fear. Tatum out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. To the inside. And finished off by Davis.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
The 3 from Tatum. And the Raptors.
Aí, Tatum, tem que aparecer, mano.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Keita, the pass the ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench.
Já toma uma também.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's Brown. After the shot from Norman Powell. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's Davis missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Boa, boa. Agora sim, um pouco mais tranquilo.
They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Brown. Here's ball. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Tatum. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now here's Wiggins. He's tightly guarded. Jay.
3 pontos.
Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one.
Acabou, né?
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. It's an 18-point game.
Por que pediu timeout se tava com o corredor livre?
He's
Não.
ready to talk things through with them.
É o banco. O banco tem que decepcionar, hein? O banco, hein? Tatum apareceu. Estamos em terceiro, mano.
Taking a look at the Hornets. They're in
Se vencer,
second, looking to take over the first.
termina a liderança?
And of course the Raptors right in second place.
And you know, for the Hornets, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now, here's Ball. He's
Cara
got
voou,
9.
mano.
Never lacking for sizzle in his game. That was a sweet move from Ball right there.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy
Segura aí, segura aí.
him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
And it's Davis missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean,
No,
strong
man.
rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The kick out to Ball. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And again, Toronto no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now Melton following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep.
Que isso, mano? Nem de 2 entrou, velho.
Out to the right wing. Good, nice job down low. Ball's got 16.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Russell against Ball. And it's Bagley.
Boa de costa.
Time on the assist by Russell.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here is Davis. He has 6. Again, Ball missing. Pass to Branham for the 3.
3.
And Brown pulls it down. Outside, Ball puts up a 3. No good on that one. And so Toronto, 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Ai, senhor. Último
In
quarto.
a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Nossa.
And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th.
3.
Isaiah Jackson out there with Jang. Then it's Ball. Then there's Sanders. And it's Bailey in the 2-guard. Ball with the bucket.
Matching threes. Ball got those points back in a hurry.
Raptors leading by 13. Now Melton to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Boa, 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 boa.
Making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
That one drops for him.
O cara faz também. Faça.
Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
On the wing, Melton. And again, it's Toronto with the three.
Perimeter scoring. I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion.
Time out.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
He's checked in for Toronto. The Hornets also with the sub. Davis is checked in for Sanders. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Pega.
The pick here for ball. It's in there. Davis with the
tá vendo? Eu faço, o cara faz. Eu faço, o cara
Ball's
faz.
got 13 points here in the second half alone. Elton kicks to Tatum. Here's Goodwin. And again,
tomar essa de 3 aí
with the
também.
triple.
We come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Melton.
Pega.
And here is Ball.
Passou ainda, mano.
One to go.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Tatum knocks down the three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see
Time out.
Yeah, I'd be confident too.
Deixa com o treinador, né?
He's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Some changes for Charlotte. Kate is checked in, and it's Koulibaly in for James. Again, he parachutes in for the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
The Raptors call timeout.
Ó, molho.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Yeah, just great instincts there in the pick and roll. Like how cuts after setting the pick.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. 17-point game. The long shot, no good. Raptors have gotten absolutely red out shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. Some changes for Toronto. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Bagley. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Melton. And Fears is subbed in for Goodwin. Now Koulibaly. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Paul. Shoots it up. Tatum, he just cannot.
Aproveitar o rebote, né? Não aproveitar nada.
Flawless.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage. But this is a great team effort by everyone.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dancing game for Jason Tatum.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service dimes.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 17. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And here's Charlotte, trailing by 17. Here's Rupert. They set the pick. From 12 feet. No good there. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Carries it from three-point range.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Charlotte substitution. Number 30.
Now here's Sanders. G right on him. And so Toronto takes this one.
Isso, comemora na cara dele, comemora na cara dele. Boa, voltamos à vitória.
Put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, you know, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, I like it.
Thanks, Jason.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Bora. Vamos ver se a gente tá na liderança. Vamos ver se a gente tá na liderança. Ainda não, na segunda posição. Vai ter um clássico daqui a pouquinho. Agora vai ser com 7-6. And after will be against Wizard and... Oh. A gente venceu o Wings? Pacers, Brooklyn... Que time é esse aqui então? Ah, esse daqui foi pela... Tá. Hawks. Já enfrentamos o 7-6, 75. Mas cadê o Magic? O Lakers. O Hornet de novo. Aqui, ó. Magic Raptors. Mano. Ó, aqui. Maverick. Grizzly. Cavaliers. Foi pela Copa, né? Aí depois perdemos pro Rockets. Foi um jogaço esse daqui. San Antonio. Passamos o Peru. Bucks. Descansamos. Aí depois teve outro jogo aqui. Vamos ver aqui. Ué. Ok. We gone. A gente pode terminar semana que vem. Na próxima quarta-feira. Depois tem aqui a Copa. Entendi. Não jogamos com Magics ainda. 14 jogos. 10 vitórias e 4. NBA Cup. NBA Cups, estamos em segundo. Tá, essa Indiana Pacers aqui, tô engasgado, velho. Mas tá bom. Acho que vamos ficando por aqui, rapaziada. Vou salvar. Voltamos semana que vem. O que é isso aqui? Pricing. Ticket. Opa. Legal isso aqui que eu nem fazia ideia. Beleza, então, rapaziada. Obrigado pela companhia. Ficamos com mais uma semana de NBA e a gente vai avançando aos poucos. Fechou? Obrigado aí pela audiência. Voltamos semana que vem. Então, NBA agora a gente vai voltar na quarta-feira, dia 17. Fechou? Obrigado a todos. Fique com Deus. Até mais. E fui!